Chosen one, chosen one, chosen one. Tell your mama, tell your sister, tell your friend, tell your cousin. We are back, y'all, with another one. Y'all, listen, let's get straight into the video because I don't want to hold you no longer than I have to. In order for you to elevate, in order for you to come out of that depression, in order for you to be released from that anxiety, in order for you to truly move forward into what God is calling you to do, you have to step out of that comfort zone. You have to come out of that familiar. You have to get out of that familiar situation, relationship, even if it's a job, whatever it is that has made you comfortable with where you are, you got to release that and you got to step up out of that and move into that uncomfortable area. And sometimes when we do that, we fight against it. Sometimes when God is calling us to do that, we push against it because it's hard for us to see our next. It's hard for us to move over into our next because we have come comfortable with what we have at that moment. We know the demons that we're dealing with at that time, but we don't know the demons that's over in this new area. And every time you elevate, yes, there's going to be more demons. Yes, there's going to be more pushback. Yes, you're going to have to fight a little bit harder. But when I tell you, when you decide to make that move and actually start working towards that thing, it's going to elevate you in so many areas of your life and not just financially. Y'all listen, when you have a mind shift, when your mind begins to elevate and you continue to push forward mentally, that can change your entire life. And that's why the enemy fights us in our minds. That's why the enemy constantly have us creating narratives and stories that aren't even true. That's why the enemy makes us always sit and toil in our minds. If he can attack our minds, then listen, baby, he got everything else. That's why it's so important for us to do the work. It's so important for you to just do it. Step over into that new place. Step over into that unfamiliar territory. Step over into whatever God is leading you to do. And it doesn't have to always be a religious thing, y'all. I'm talking about something as simply as you saying, okay, I don't want to go to this place no more. Okay, I know this person right here, all they do is gossip. All they do is this. All they do is that. So I'm going to dwindle down on that. Maybe I won't cut them off completely, but what I don't have time for is to entertain things that no longer serves me. Something as simple as that can totally switch the environment, totally switch how you see yourself, how you see life, totally switch where you are physically in life. We got to get to a point where we're okay with being uncomfortable. That's the only way that we're going to grow as individuals. That's the only way that we're going to grow spiritually. We have to step out of that familiar territory and be okay with being uncomfortable. So if this is for you, you know it's for you. You know God is calling you to do something different. You know that you're in a space, in a time in your life now to where you're ready to do something different. Whatever that may be, you gotta get okay with being uncomfortable. Stepping out of that familiar space and even places and things and people. Sometimes you may not be comfortable with talking about certain things, going certain places, but in order for you to elevate, in order for you to grow, in order for you to advance, you have to sit in rooms that maybe are too big for you at that moment. Step over in shoes that may be too big for you. But the moment you do it, God will stretch you out and expand you to where you can fit that new thing, fit that new personality, fit that new relationship, fit that new mindset. But you gotta actually put some work in. You gotta actually put some effort and some action behind that thing. If not, you're going to continue to stay in that same mindset, that same environment, that same stagnation, those same thoughts, those same people, day in and day out. And sweetheart, you deserve more than that. We deserve more than that. God did not create you to be mediocre. God did not create you to just live life. You have a purpose. We all do. And it's now time for you to step over into that new you, that new environment. And in order for you to do that, you have to adjust your entire mindset. You have to adjust your entire mindset. That's the only way you're going to be able to do it. And it's not about you pretending. It's not about you being fake. But you got to show up as that version that you desire to be. Even if you feel like you're not all the way there, you still show up as the person you desire to be. Listen, it's time now to come out of that familiar territory, whatever that may be. You know what it is. I don't have to tell you that part. I am only the messenger, and I serve as a confirmation to you. That's it. You already know what time it is. You already know this message is for you. It's time to let that old thing, that old man, those old ways of thinking, it's time to let it go. It's time for us to push now, push forward, move forward. As long as you have breath in your body, there's always an opportunity for you to advance, always an opportunity for you to grow, always an opportunity for you to move forward, to fix some things that you feel like need to be fixed in your own life, in your family bloodline. Now is the time. You're not hearing this message just by accident. Now is the time. September 1st. There's no better time than now for you to start fixing these things, working on these things. Does it happen overnight? Absolutely not. But as long as you give God something to work with, I promise you, you will continue to elevate. You will continue to move forward. Even the small things count. Even the small things count. So let's start today. Move out of that familiar territory and step over into the unfamiliar, the new, and allow God to expand you, grow you up spiritually and mentally. Because some of us, let's keep it 100. We're old in age, but there are some things that mentally we need to work on. There's some areas of our lives that's still childish. We have to put those things away so that God can elevate us, can use us, can push us forward, can bless us. I love y'all so much. I love y'all so much. Listen, until next time, y'all be easy. Continue to walk heavy. Continue to move forward. Continue to let God use you however He chooses to use you. Until next time, y'all be easy. Peace.